Hello, 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 it's Gail here. I am live, not at 5 today, so it is nearly 6:30. On Monday, it is, what date is it today? The 2nd of November, and I am just back from a week's holiday. So it's supposed to be live at 5, but the day just ran away from me today. Just loads of stuff to catch up on. Getting my head back in the game. Still not quite back in the game. I really did have a week off, so I really switched off from work, put the tools down. I was still keeping an eye on things a little bit, so still checking my email a little bit and still doing a bit of stuff on social media. But other than that, I was pretty much off the grid. So then coming back today, it's like, okay, a little bit of a baptism of fire, but it's all good because I've had a week off and I'm re-energized. I'm raring to go, full of joy, as they say. So yeah, just really, really excited to be back at work because I love my work, and so I miss it actually when I'm on holiday. And really good to get back into the swing of things, get back in the saddle, and get going. I see that Vera is here. Hi, Vera. I'll just put you on here. How are you? You joined me, well, actually, you almost joined me live for breakfast this morning because we do breakfast with Gail on a Monday morning in my Ignite programme. And Vera was on this morning just as I was about to finish up. So it looked like she was joining me live, but then was watching on replay. How has your day been, Vera? Are you in a good place? Have you had a good day? Is it going well? What have you been up to? Let me know in the comments. And if anybody else is joining me live tonight, then please say hi, say hello. Let me know who you are, where you are, and what you are up to today, or what you have been up to today, depending on where you are. So today on the Ignite Show, I've got a few things to chat about, a few updates, but also a topic. And so my topic, what is the topic? So the topic is really about how important it is, if you want to lead with impact, how important it is that you create milestones for your team, right? So create milestones and celebrate them along the way. And the reason I decided to talk about that today is because, so for those of you that have been following my ongoing journey, my ongoing primal health journey, I have been running, right? So I'm still running. So just in case anybody might be interested, I am still running. So I went out for a run this morning. And the thing was, when I went out on my run, I was running along. It's more of a moderate walk for me, actually. Most people can whiz by me, but it is running for me. But I was out for my run today and thinking, oh my goodness, when does it get easier, right? When does it get easier? When will we get there? Right? Are we there yet? Okay. Because, every time I go out for a run, it just doesn't seem to get any easier. It's every time I go out, it's just as hard. My legs felt like lead this morning. And Vera is saying, what is Vera saying? Vera is saying, where's my mouse gone? Here we go. Vera is saying, I've had a fab day, thank you. Hence, I managed to nearly catch you this morning. I catch you speaking here in the evening. I love how excited and positive you are about your lollipops. Yes, I did actually I really enjoyed being on holiday and really enjoyed coming back again because I just, it's been a bit of a hectic day, very hectic day actually. But yeah, I loved my break, even though we didn't do anything because everything was shut. So couldn't go anywhere, couldn't eat out. That's our favourite thing to do when we're on holiday, is eating out. Couldn't do that, couldn't go anywhere. So it was very much, well, let's chill out at home, let's be at one with nature, let's explore our local area because we couldn't travel very far. And it was all good. It was great. It was all good. But anyway, back to my running. So yeah, so when I was out running this morning, I was thinking, oh my goodness, when will this get easier? When are we there yet? When will we get there? When will my legs not feel like lead when I'm out running? When will I feel like my lungs are not about to explode? And as I was thinking all of those things, the thing that I did notice, so I am now, I don't know how many runs I've done now, but I've probably done I don't know how many I've done, maybe 5 or 6 runs, something like that. I'll be able to check on my phone because I always track them on my Fitbit. But I'm probably on about run 5 or 6, something like that. So, early stages of running, and I'm not quite back to where I was when I did Couch to 5K, because when I did Couch to 5K, I could, keep running without stopping. And I wouldn't, it's never easy. It was never easy, but at least I was, like, I don't know, just in a bit of a zone. But the thing that I noticed this morning, so I'm kind of running along thinking, oh my goodness, it's not getting any easier. My legs feel really heavy, still struggling to breathe when I'm running. But then all of a sudden I was like, but hang on a second. I've just passed a number of milestones, right? So I went on my route. So I do the same route when I go out so that I can kind of see if things are getting easier or not. And I have like milestones, right? So I have, I've got the little gate that I go through to, which is near Muirfield, near where I live. So there's a little gate, and then there's a path that you can run past Muirfield Golf Club. And then you get onto the other sort of main path. Then I run past a litter bin, so a bucket. And then I reach a group of trees. Then there's a sort of grassy area after a path. So I the start of the grassy area, and I run along that, and then I get to the top of the beach car park. So the car park at the beach, and then there's a steep path from there that goes down onto the beach, and then I run all the way along the beach, all the way back again, and then I come home. And with this running stint that I've just started, it was very much run, walk, run, walk, run, walk. And I accepted, that's just what I need to do because I'm building up again. I haven't done any running for quite a long time, and it's going to take me a little while to build up. So the thing that I noticed today though was I got past the little gate to the path that runs alongside Muirfield. I got onto the path beside Muirfield and ran all the way along that. I got past the bucket, the litter bin on the left-hand side. Then I reached the little group of trees on the right-hand side. Then I got to the grassy bit, right? And I was still running. I hadn't stopped to walk. I was still running. And then I got to the top of the car park. And it was only at that point, because I always walk down, because it's quite a steep path going down, and it's a steep and narrow path going down onto the beach. So I'd managed to run all the way from the house to there without stopping once. And it's the first time that I've done that since I started running again a few weeks ago. Then walked down the path, got onto the beach. I ran all the way along the beach without stopping. I got to the far end of the beach and had a little bit of a breather because I'd forgotten to do something that I just remembered about while I was running that I was then frantically trying to do on my phone. And it was a good opportunity to have a bit of a break anyway. So ran all the way along to the far end of the beach, turned around, did the little thing that I needed to do on my phone, and then ran all the way back again, all the way along to the other end of the beach without stopping again. And also ran a lot of the way home as well, because I usually walk a lot of the way home because I'm usually pretty knackered at that point. So the thing about that is, the reason I'm sharing that is I know I am making progress, right? So it's still hard. My lungs still feel like they're going to explode at times. My legs still feel really heavy at times, like lead at times. But I know I am making progress. And so even though it was hard, when I got to the beach car park and realized that I'd ran all that way without stopping, I was having this little inner celebration to myself because I knew I was making progress. So I was delighted. So why am I sharing this, and what has any of this got to do with leading? You might be asking, quite rightly. And Vera is saying running will never get any easier, Gail. Some days are a bit easier and some are much harder. I use it as character building. Well, it's building something, not sure if it's character, but it is definitely it's building something. As long as it is helping me to lose weight, then we're all good. We're all good. And it makes me feel like I am getting off my bum doing something, and I have a sense of achievement when I come back because I know I've done it. And I'm even carving out time in my day to do it, which I don't normally do. So I'm carving out over an hour a day, and not every day, a couple of times a week, to go out and do the run, that's a big thing for me as well. So why am I sharing this story? I keep on going on about my running journey. Why am I sharing this story, and what has it got to do with leading with impact. So the thing about it is, so I was thinking about that this morning as well. I was thinking, right, if I share this story, what has it got to do with anything anyway? And the thing that it made me think about was milestones, right? So it really made me notice I have, not really by design, but just by default, created a series of milestones, right? So when I go out on my run, I do the same route when I go out on my run. I know what my milestones are. So I know, right, okay, I've got to the gate beside Muirfield. I have got onto the path. I have passed the litter bin. I've made it to the trees. I've got to the grassy bit. I've got over the grassy bit and now I'm at the top of the beach car park. Now I'm on the beach. I've run all the way along to the end of the beach. Then I've ran back again. So all these little milestones, right? They're all little milestones along the way. And so then I can use that as a measure for myself in terms of how I'm doing. Am I making progress? Is it getting easier? Are my lungs on fire, but maybe not just quite as on fire as they were the last time? And so I even though it's hard, right? It's still hard. Like Vera's saying, it's never going to be easy. Okay, fair enough. Not quite what I wanted to hear, but it's maybe never going to be easy. However, the thing that keeps me going, so the thing that helps me to be resilient, the thing that helps me keep putting one foot in front of the other, even though it's hard, even though my legs are really heavy, is because I'm making progress. And that's a big thing for me, like to be making progress, to be moving forward, to be getting somewhere, right? Because I get a sense of accomplishment from that. And that is a big value for me. So what that has got to do with leadership is when we are leading, so when we're leading teams, often as leaders, in fact, not often, always as leaders, we have more insight, more visibility, more input, more access. We usually have, a broader view, a higher view. We are on the inner circle of whatever circle that you are in. But the point is, you are in a privileged position as a leader, and you have more information, insight, and access to what's going on than your team do generally. And important that you recognize that and do something with that, right? Because as leaders, it is our responsibility to motivate our teams, keep our teams on board, to help our teams keep moving forward, to perform at their best, and to inspire them to keep going, especially when the times are tough. Because in any team, we have tough times, we have hard times, things can be difficult. It can feel like we are trying to swim through treacle at times when we are working in teams. And if you're feeling like that, I'm pretty sure your team are going to be feeling like that as well, if not worse. So as a leader, really, really important that you notice, overall where you're trying to get to with, whatever it is that you're leading, whatever project you're leading, whether you've got a target to hit, whatever it is that you're responsible for in terms of getting somewhere, right? What the bigger goal is. But how are you going to keep people motivated to keep moving forward towards that goal, to keep stretching, to keep reaching, right? Far easier to help people do that if you are celebrating your wins along the way, right? So my thing for you today is, in whatever role that you're in and whatever you are leading and whoever you are leading, what are your milestones? Like, what are the little milestones that you can put in place? And they can be arbitrary or required, doesn't really matter, but what are the milestones that you can use, right, to make sure that along the way you are celebrating your success, you are noticing that you are making progress, you are communicating and sharing that you are moving forward, we are moving in the right direction, look what we have achieved so far. Because often, especially with something that's a really big ask for a team, often, if the goal is so far away, like we can't touch it, we can't see it, we can't taste it, we can't feel it, we can't imagine it. Sometimes it just feels so hard and like we're never going to get there. This whole, are we there yet? And that can become really demotivating for teams. But if you have a milestone, right? So if you can say, right, okay, well, actually, this is where we're ultimately trying to get to, but we've just passed this milestone, and that's amazing and that's fantastic. And we did it as a team, and it's great. And let's celebrate that. Let's celebrate the fact that we got to this milestone. So in the same way that, when I'm running along, heart jumping out my chest, legs feeling like they're never going to be able to move forward, and, am I going to be able to do another step? Just noticing and realizing that I have passed a milestone. I can now run from the house to the beach car park. I couldn't do that last week, but I've been able to do it this week, right? So that is progress, and that's, it's a big thing for me. But it's the same with our teams. If we make sure that we take the time to notice, to celebrate, to stand in the wins that we're having along the way, people are going to feel good. They're going to have a sense of achievement. They're going to have a sense of movement, that we're moving forward, we're moving in the right direction. And that is really motivating and empowering for people to know that they're making a difference, that they are winning, that they're moving forward, that they're making progress, and that everything is moving in the right direction. That can be massive for teams. So that is my thing for you today, is really notice and take time to stand and highlight and talk about and celebrate your wins along the way. And if you can't see the wins, make some wins. Like, in anything that you're leading, anything that you're designing, anything that you're leading people through, make sure that you have got points along the way that you can use as things to celebrate, because people like to win, right? People like to win, people like to make progress, they like to achieve, they like to have success. So yes, focus on the bigger goal. Really, really important you don't take your eye off of that, but make sure that you are making progress along the way and celebrating as you go. Your team will love you for it. So that's my top tip for today. The other two things that I want to share. So 2 things. First of all, my new challenge. Super excited. We've got a brand new challenge happening on the first day of the challenge is the 30th of November. So we get started on Monday, the 30th of November. And this challenge is all about leadership, right? So it's how to lead with impact in tech. So I'm saying in tech because most of you know I'm from a tech background, so that's where all of my experience is. But if you are a leader in any sector, it's equally good for you, but it's all focused on how to lead with impact, how to lead with influence, and how to lead with balance, right? So impact, influence, and balance. I haven't figured out another I to replace the word balance. I wanted impact, influence, and something else beginning with I that means balance, but I couldn't think of anything, so it's balance at the moment. So if anybody has got a word beginning with I that means balance, then please throw it in my direction so that I can have impact, influence, and something else beginning with I that means balance. But those are the specific things that I'm going to be focusing on in the challenge. So 5-day challenge again, a small simple task to do each day, and you get free coaching from me all week in the group if you take part in the challenge. It's going to be amazing. I'm super, super excited about it because of the new focus and the fact that we are focusing in on leadership, which is something that, that's my bag. That's what I'm all about. That's what I am passionate about. And this challenge is going to be similar to challenges that I've done before, but very different focus, very, very focused on what is it for you to lead with impact, influence, and balance. What would that look like for you, right? We're going to identify that and create a vision around that for you and start getting you creating and making steps that are going to take you towards that. So super excited about that. There is a link in the notes for this post. If you are interested in that, check that out. And the other thing that I'm super, super excited about is this is just hot off the press. One of the reasons why I am late with the Ignite show today is because I have just had a conversation with an amazing, 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 amazing lady called Rani Mani, who I used to work with at Adobe. So Rani is the head of employee advocacy for Adobe. She is the most positive and inspiring person I think I know. You are just going to love her life story. So I don't want to steal any of her thunder, but Rani was born, I think it was with cerebral palsy. I think that's the condition that she has. She's certainly born with a disability, and She was born in India. She now lives in California. And the steps that she's taken and the things that she's done along the way are just mind blowing. So, if you think that you can't do something, right, you've got to come and listen to Rani, because if you think you can't do something, let me tell you, think again, right? Think again. You can, right? And, for anybody that is thinking, it's too hard, I'm stuck, I don't have the energy for this, it's too difficult, you know nothing, right? You know nothing. I want you to come and hear what Rani has to say tomorrow. She's going to be sharing her story, her journey from growing up in India with a very severe disability, how she has overcome that over the course of her life. She worked with Mother Teresa in Calcutta. She's had 4 kids. She has had senior positions, within big software companies. She is a woman, so her nickname is the Velvet Hammer. And I only found that out today. I never knew that about her. So the Velvet Hammer. And she's just someone who doesn't see challenges. She sees opportunities. She doesn't see obstacles. She just sees a way forward. And she has this amazing, amazing spirit that just keeps her strong, keeps her focused, keeps her moving forward. She just bats life's challenges out the way and plows forward. She is incredible. So really, really excited and so honoured that she has agreed to come and chat with me tomorrow. So that is going to be live at 5 tomorrow, Tuesday the 3rd of November, just in case you're watching this on replay. Tuesday the 3rd of November in my free group. So the link for that is in the comments as well for this post, or in the description for this post. And if you miss it, you'll be able to watch back on replay in the group, and it will also be available in my vault as well. But she is a superstar, so I really hope you will come and join us for our fireside chats. That's part of my Inspiring Leaders series with Rani Mani, in conversation with Rani Mani tomorrow, Tuesday, 3rd of November, live at 5 in my free group. So hope you will come and join us for that. And if you would like to receive a messenger notification from me when I'm going live with the Ignite show, the link to sign up for that is also in this post as well. So that is it from me today. Thank you if you joined me live. I think it was just Vera actually that joined me live. I had a couple of people on, not sure who else was here. But thank you for joining me live. If you're watching this on replay, #replay, let me know if this was helpful, share your comment, and I will see you again on Thursday. So the next Ignite show will be on Thursday at 5-ish. And I don't know what the topic's going to be yet, but I will have thought of something by then, something that will hopefully be helpful for you and help you lead with impact. So that's it for today. Thanks for listening, and I will see you soon. Take care. Bye.